ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes sir. Yes teacher. Present ma'am.
Dear students and dear viewers, welcome to Samveda program for class 10 students of Urdu medium English. I am Viresh G. Meti, teacher of English from Koppal. Dear students, let us discuss today poetry Faithful Friends by Anon. Okay, dear students, are you ready to listen and try to understand? It's very interesting poem to you. Can I go for next? Yes. We'll usually start our poetry or even prose with a small activity. It's like a pre-reading task. Here you can read out. It is better always, I request you to keep notebook, this textbook and even pencil and pen along with you. Are you ready? I hope so. Definitely you have got. Dear children, please discuss these two lines with friends. Then share your ideas with classmates. Which are those two lines, or I can say proverbs? First one, a flattering spoon never feeds. And the second one is, a friend in need is friend indeed. I'll repeat, you need to sit in your group and discuss with your friends and share your ideas at last to the classmates. Those two lines are, first line, a flattering spoon never feeds. Second line, a friend in need is friend indeed. Very famous line, second one is. Am I correct? Dear children, think of it. Think for a while and try to explain it to your friends. No doubt. Have you got at least idea about hidden meaning of this line and the second line? Yes, of course. A flattering means those who appreciate. Never feeds means they never will allow you to develop, right? And similarly, if you come for a second one, a friend in need, that means one who is a great friend. He is always be there with you for your help. That's true friend, I can say. Am I correct, dear children? Fine. I have a few hints for you. You can discuss still and point out, list few more lines to you. Okay. Here I have discussed and I have written few lines for you. We'll discuss first line, a flattering spoon never feeds. What do you mean by that? Usually those who appreciate you just by words, not by heart, they do good things to you. They never, always, they only act as best friend. They do not do good things for you. And few more lines you can add, and it is better to have more ideas regarding this line. Will you try? Just take your own time and try to prepare few lines about a flattering spoon never feeds. I hope definitely you will do. Yes, thank you, dear children. Shall we move on to the next line? Next line is, a friend in need is friend indeed. Okay, could you please tell me? No doubt. First try to remember your best friend, and also it could be better to think of good qualities of your friend. Am I correct, dear children and viewers? Yes. This means a true friend is the one who helps someone at a time of need. When you need where there is a scarcity, they help you a lot. Such a friend is certainly a precious asset in an individual's life. Definitely, dear children, the best friend of you is always a true friend for you. Could you please add a few more lines to this? Okay, fine. Share them with your classmates or with your friends. Yes, dear children, let us enjoy the poem now. Name of the poem is Faithful Friends. Beautiful. Name of the poem is Faithful Friends. Could you please follow me? Try to enjoy and follow me. Once we will sing it. Are you ready? Have you opened your textbooks, dear children? Yes, please listen to me and also try to follow. Everyone that flatters thee is no friend in misery. Words are easy like wind. Faithful friends are hard to find. Every man will be thy friend, while thou hast wherewith to spend. But if store of crowns be scant, no will supply thy want. If that one be prodigal, bountiful, they will him call. If he be inclined to vice, quickly will him entice. But if fortune once do frown, then farewell his great renown. They that fawned on him before, use his company no more. Have you enjoyed, dear children? Fine. As you listened, for that, at least try to answer these two questions. Then it is too good to you. Questions are so simple. See, first question is, who can not be your faithful friend? No doubt. Yes, could you give me answer? Those flattering friends, those who spoke only by words, not by heart. Am I correct? Yes, please. And next question for you is, say characteristics of your faithful friend on your own. Yes, what will you say? Definitely. You are happy to say about your faithful friend, that is the best friend maybe. Yeah, the best friend or the faithful friend will have these characters. He is always good to you. He has helping nature. He is cooperative and he supports you a lot. He inspires you. He has great characters, qualities like patientful, wise, well-wisher, and helper. Am I correct, dear children? Yes. See that. That's it. Then, it is better to understand first glossary of the poem. This poem has few different words and few are very easy to you. You can understand easily. Shall we discuss those glossary words? Yes, please try to understand, try to comprehend it. First word is flatter. Flatter means praise, appreciate. And the next word is to please misery. That means sad conditions. One who is in a sad condition, who is poor. And the next word is wherewith, wealth or money. This means wealth or money. Have you got idea? Wealth or money is simple and we can understand easily. Next, crowns. This is ancient British coins. We can say money. Is that clear? It is money. Our currency we can say. Actually money. And the next word is bountiful. That means generous or plentiful. And scant means less or scarcity. Prodigal means spendthrift or squanderer or lost. And the word wise means evil thing, evil or bad thing. Next word is entice, means motivate or promote or encourage or attract. So next word is attract fortune, wealth or richness or luck we can say. And fond means behave as if one shows love for you. And frown means angry or worried expression. Here is a poem for you. Once again you can look over here. We can get their olden English words or ancient English words. Which are they? Could you find over there? In the first line there is a word, thee. Am I correct? And also there are two more words, thy, thou. So meanings of those words are, thee means you, and also thou means also you. They were using it as a singular word. Thy means your. Is that clear, dear children? Yes, fine. That's good. You can understand easily if we use all these. We'll try to discuss now meaning of first stanza. Are you ready? Yes, please listen to me. The poem itself has beauty in it, that is faithful friends. Here, intention of the poem is always those who appreciate you are not actually true friends. They do not appreciate you by heart, just they appreciate you by words. Alright, see here in this stanza, what is that? Everyone that flatters thee, everyone that flatters you is no friend in misery. Everyone flatters, everyone appreciates you, but they do not come to you in your sad condition. Am I correct? They won't. You will be alone there to face those problems. The people will be there to appreciate you, that's all. Words are easy like wind. See, people appreciate you, you know. Words are easy. They are like wind. Wind is free and it can flow everywhere whenever it wishes. So like that, it is wind. Words are like wind. Faithful friends are hard to find. That is easy. This is very difficult. Am I correct? Yes, intention of the first stanza is very clear. Faithful friends we never get, but we can find by hard and really working towards finding them easily with help of all the supportive characters. Yes, it is really difficult to you. Will you find? Yes, you need to find your best friend or faithful friend. Have you understood the first stanza, dear children? What is there in the first stanza? In that first stanza, people appreciate you or everyone will appreciate you, but nobody will come to your sad conditions. And the words which are used by people, they are like wind, you know. But finding a good friend or faithful friend, it is hard to you. Definitely it is true. It's very difficult. We can find only one friend, the faithful friend, among 1,000, I can say. Nowadays, it is too difficult. We can't find faithful friend. Fine. Let us move on to the next stanza, second stanza. Every man will be thy friend, while thou hast wherewith to spend. Every man will be your friend. You also treat them, everyone will our friend. But while thou hast wherewith to spend, if you want to spend money, there it is very difficult to you. And but if you store of crowns be scant, scarce, there is a lack of money, and if you want to earn that money, no one will supply they want. They never will help you. They never will support you, dear children. Okay, dear children, we can move on to third stanza now. Yes. Are you ready? Have you understood even second stanza? Yes. I hope so. If you want to earn money, nobody will be there. If you want to spend money, everyone will be there. That's it. But only faithful friends will be there always with you. Am I correct, dear children? Are you sure? Yes, now we'll discuss third stanza. That is, if that one be prodigal, bountiful, they will him call. See, if that one be prodigal and bountiful, bountiful means plentiful, lot, they will call him. If he be inclined to vice, quickly will him entice. Really try to understand this stanza. Words are very different for you, and really they are meaningful to you. We need to understand well. If you get faithful friend, it is necessary to think of all these things. Here, wise, it has a different meaning. Entice has a different meaning, as I already told you while discussing glossary. Clear? Dear children, yes. If we think of that one, what the situation we have discussed in second stanza, same situation. It's plentiful. They will call him. Then they will call you to come, and they'll ask you to spend money, and you will be there alone. After, when you really spend all the money to your friends. But even after you have lost money and everything, there will be faithful friend. That's it. That's the intention of the poet, or the poem, I can say. Yes, dear children, we are there in the last stanza. We can understand this, and we can get summary of the poem. But if fortune once do frown, then farewell is great renown. If fortune, if you get a chance of luck once, do frown, do better, do well, then farewell is great renown. And also you can appreciate, you need to give good appreciation to him or support to him, and also you can get similar appreciation by them. They that fawned on him before use his company no more. Only the faithful friends will be there with you. But those who are really talking behind you, please leave them. They are not your company. Avoid them. Then only you can get the faithful friend. So beautiful poem, and I hope you have understood very well. Dear children, faithful friend, I can say another word for that is the best friend for you. In your class, there will be the best friend for you. Every child will have that best friend. Why? Because of you loved a lot and you liked him or her because of his characters and his positive attitude towards you. Am I correct, dear children? Yes, definitely. Dear children, I have two questions to you. Please try to think of the poem. And now, it is better, if possible, you can sit in group or at least you can sit in pair to discuss these things. First question, you need to think and answer to these questions. First question is, discuss to list out qualities of friends. Actual friends, common. It's common question. You can list out qualities of all friends. Not only the best friend or the faithful friend. All friends. Yes, you can take time and tell me. Fine. Have you listed at least few? If you have got, you can see here. Look at there. Kind, wise, angry, mercy, helping, cooperative, selfish, jealous, generous, many kinds you can say, cruel you can mention. Yes, have you got these characters among your friends? Yes, definitely you have faced and you have really looked them by their behavior. And the next question for you is, separate good qualities from those qualities which you have already listed. Could you try to list out good qualities? I can say positive qualities of your friends. Yes, take time and try to think and answer. Have you got? Yes, I hope so you have got. Those are kind-hearted man, kind-hearted friend, wise, always support you, mercy, he or she may shows mercy to you, helping, he or she may help you, she helps you, cooperative, generous, many good qualities we can list out. Dear children, these are examples to you, but you need to list out more and more, and also you can find what is faithful or the best. Am I correct, dear children? Have you got? Have you understood? Yeah, fine. Then we can move on to the next activity. Maybe this is about grammar. It's easy to you and you can understand it easily. As we have seen the poem, in that poem there were words ending in same sound. Pair of words ending in same sounds. We have a list over here. Which are they? They are before, more. See, at the end of the word, more, likewise, before. And similarly, we can come to next rhyming pair, that is wind, find, and. Am I clear? Friend, spend, similar end. Friend, spend. Scant, want. Scant, want. Prodigal, call. All, like that. Wise, entice. Wise, entice. Frown, renown. Frown, renown. These are the rhyming words from the poem. You can still list out few more from the poem. Then it could be better to understand what do you mean by actually rhyming words. Rhyming words are so simple and very easy to understand over here. Will you list out few more from the poem, dear children? Yes, thank you. Do it, or you can get help of your teacher to list out those words or to find grammar points. We can find there even figure of speech over that. You can find there antonyms, synonyms. As we have discussed in glossary, there were synonyms. Fine, definitely. Individually you can try, or you can get a support of your teacher or even your friend. Fine, dear children. Before going to sum up my class, it could be better I will recall what we have discussed just now. Shall we do it? Just rehunt like tiger. Look back. Fine, dear children. We have started the poem Faithful Friends with quote and welcome to you. And the name of the poem was Faithful Friends, as I told you, but there is no writer, poet. It has come from collection of many spoken forms. And then we have discussed there two proverbs. Am I correct? Which are those two proverbs? They are really familiar to you. You might have heard somewhere, a friend in need is friend indeed. Likewise, a flatter spoons never feeds. Fine. And there you have got chance to think and share your ideas. Then we move on to read the poem. It could be better, instead of reading, we can use there, sing the poem. I have sung there and you listened and you tried to follow. Fine. There were 16 lines. It is about 4 stanzas and we really enjoyed. And then I discussed glossary with you and there were almost 11 to 12 glossary words. There were few different words, or I can say ancient English words. We have discussed them in a glossary. And next we have discussed, or I can say I explained each stanza to you with few examples or explanations. Beautiful 4 stanzas. Beginning it was wonderful, and later at last there is a conclusion to you. You need to think of the best friend. Who will be the best friend? The best friend will be, or the faithful friend will be, those who help you a lot, or those who will be there with you forever, always. Am I correct? Yes. And next we practiced 2 activities. One, to check your understanding or comprehension by putting 2 questions. One, it was to list out friends' qualities, and next one, it was to separate good qualities of your friends, I can say. And then we discussed rhyming words. They are very easy. You can easily find out because of you have already learnt in your previous class. Am I correct? And it is easy. Even if you try on your own to write a simple stanza on your own words, I can say, it could be better. You will be the poet, good writer too. Fine. Have you enjoyed, dear children, the class which I have explained today? I hope definitely you have enjoyed. Now we will move on to the last work for you, that is try at your home. It's also like activity. Try it there with support of your friends or teacher, with the guidance of your teacher. What you need to do is, you need to write about your best friend. Your best friend. As I told you, always you have best friend. In 1 or 2 paragraphs, it could be better. Use 6 to 8 sentences or 10 sentences. Then it is useful to you. Do you do that? Good. And finally, there is suggested reading for you. Read Polonius' advice to his son Learus. And one more play is there, Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Will you do that? Will you read it, dear children? Yes, please do it. Thank you very much for listening me. I am really thankful to DSCRT and Samaveda team and also our DIET faculties and DIET principals and also my co-resource persons. Thank you very much, dear students and viewers. Thanks a lot, everyone.
ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ. ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ. ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes, sir. Yes, teacher. Present, ma'am.